Hello everyone, welcome to You Like That Extra, a midweek movie review show where we review movies in the middle of the week. My name is Jack, I am one half of You Like That Extra.
And my name is Adam. I'm the other half of You Like That Extra.
Audio listeners can't see the finger guns.
I got so distracted with the finger guns. I'm so tired. I just played tennis. I won.
Very
I beat
good.
Steven.
Nice.
Shout out Steven. I'm so sore and tired. I'm
Jolly
just
good.
like,
Well, like this movie, we'll try and keep this episode short. The theme this week was found footage. Apparently, everyone's predicting a big found footage renaissance coming.
yeah.
I don't see it happening, personally.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it could be on its way back, but I don't want it to be.
I also don't want it to be.
It's a dead genre.
Yeah.
It can't come back.
And,
It had its hits at the beginning.
The amount of writing you have to do to have a reason for filming.
Yeah.
Like this movie we're going to speak about is like a television news crew, but this is back in 2007.
Yeah, like found footage movies, like they sound like they could be easy, but you're making a movie that's supposed to look like it's real and found.
Yeah. And it's like, why were they all wearing GoPros strapped to their chests?
Exactly right.
Yeah, not a lot of people do that.
No, not a lot.
Anyway, the movie that won was a Spanish film called Rec. R-E-C, as in the beginning of the word record. Like on a camera when you're recording.
The old VHS style ones.
This is a Spanish film from a guy named Juan Balaguero.
Yeah. I'm just here for the butchering.
Juan Balaguero. I can't roll my R's. Sorry. 2007. So back in high school, when you're our age, fucking my age, I guess, because I'm older than you.
Yeah, I would have been about 13.
There was one person in the friend group who knew how to download movies. My good friend Matt knew how to download movies and put them onto DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of those movies, just like in a blank folder.
Yeah.
Just like blank DVD,
They're the best.
rec.
The best.
So that's the backstory of how I know about this movie. This is only 78 minutes long. This is an incredibly short movie.
A treat.
Again, found footage. They have to be brisk.
When I put it on and I saw that little bar, and I didn't notice it at first, but when I touched the mouse pad and it brought it up, and I was like, I'm like halfway through this fucking movie already, and it's like been 20 minutes.
It's very short. The budget, in Hollywood's terms, was the cost of a cup of coffee. It's $2 million US. The box office raked in $32.5 million US.
She's a hit.
Yeah, couldn't find anything about a release. I don't know how it got released in Australia or America.
I
don't
was
remember it.
straight to DVD in Australia.
Yeah, right.
I vaguely remember only seeing it as a new release in like our video rental stores and that.
Yeah, right.
But never
It's got a
as
very
a-
distinct DVD cover.
Yeah.
Like, if you're our age, you remember it.
Yeah.
Critics 89%, audience
Oi.
eight. Oh, fuck me. Critics 89%, audience 82%.
Yeah.
Starring Manuela Velasco, Ferran Terraza, and Jorge Yamam Serrano. It's Yamam. Yamam.
It's
Yamam.
basically your mum.
It's your mum, Serrano. Plot, not a lot. A television reporter and her cameraman follow emergency workers into an apartment building, get caught up in a lockdown caused by the horrors within.
Yeah.
Adam, what did you think of the movie Rec? Had you seen it before?
All right, Rec. I have seen this before, as you did say about the memorable cover. Being 2007, this was prime. Very frequent weekly stops to Video Easy. Just scrolling on through new release section, weekly highs, whatever looked good.
Yeah.
You go off the cover. And the cover was like, this is when I was like starting to get a bit more into like the horror stuff. Because very early on I was I was too scared of horror. I didn't want to watch it. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to watch these movies. Got it. I remember watching it and thinking, that's a new way to do it,
Yep.
isn't it? It's a thing. It was, basically, good movie.
It's very good, isn't it?
It's
This movie scared the fucking little pantaloons off me when I was younger.
Yeah.
I was terrified of this movie.
100%. When I was younger, it was a lot more scary then than it was now.
Yeah.
The only issue I had now rewatching it was the copy I watched had an English
Yeah,
dub.
I watched the English dub.
watched the
It's
English dub?
terrible.
Mike, on
It's
it,
so bad.
English dubs should not be a thing.
I never ever dub anything, but
No.
we didn't have a choice with this. It was the
Yeah.
only copy. And yeah, fuck, the American dub is so bad.
I was like, this is like it's
And
insulting to a movie.
And it's clearly a male and a female, and they're
Yes.
just doing all the voices.
yes.
Like just one of each.
There is a time when there's an Asian woman.
Oh, it's so racist.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking racist.
because you can tell you're like,
Yeah.
no, that's an impersonation of an Asian person.
I sent it to Trent. It's an American person imitating an Asian person with a Spanish accent with an Asian accent
yeah.
in English.
Yes.
It's 5 levels of fucking
It's 5 levels of
so
racism.
racist.
Yeah. Not
Oh my
fucking
God.
good. So
And then the dialogue alone, like they're talking about this stinky raw fish they're eating, and that's
Yeah.
probably what caused the zombie outbreak. It's just like, oh my god,
it's a very hard. It's hard because foreign languages when they get dubbed over, it's hard to interpret them because there's so many different meanings for their
yes,
words.
of
and
course,
that.
especially Spanish. Holy
Yeah, so
shit.
something is a completely lost in translation. You're like, the way you're saying it sucks, and some of the words just aren't making sense. But I follow along with the plot.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I've seen it before. Obviously, I know what it's about.
Because
Yeah,
because this movie is chaos and panic. This
Yep.
is what Halloween Kills tried to do, but failed miserably at.
yeah,
This is genuine, slowly creeping panic and fear and irrational chaos.
yeah, yeah,
It's just, if you don't like movies where people are screaming over the top of each other and just arguing in a room,
yeah.
you are going to hate this.
100%, 100%. It's definitely a movie of its time. Like it's still watchable now in today's standards.
Very
I
effective
reckon.
now, I think.
It's
Especially when we're talking lockdowns and quarantines.
Yeah,
and
100%.
outbreaks. It's like, ugh.
yeah, it really makes sense. So like well, basically before we get into it, yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yes, me too. I fucking love this movie.
Yeah.
I hadn't watched it for a very long time. So I was like, oh, maybe it won't hold up. Maybe it's just nostalgia. But no, it definitely holds up. I think it's fantastic.
I was definitely surprised when I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score.
yeah,
I was like, "Ooh, that's very high."
people like it. And for good reason. I think it's great. I think it's a lot of build up. Even in such a short movie, it's a lot of build up for not a lot of payoff.
Yeah, very
Like
true, very true.
The bigger moments, there's not many until the
no.
last 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah,
In a 78-minute movie. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But, the first appearance of a zombie is so fucking unsettling with that old lady just like screaming.
My God.
Oh, God. And then she comes back later as well and
Yeah.
is doing more screaming and running.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's,
No idea.
this ticks off all the boxes. You got creepy kids, you got dead dogs, you got fucking super cheap movie, and then out of nowhere, just a horrific practical gore.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's
They
so
do
good.
really well with what they got.
When they're on the table and it's like pulsating and stuff. Oh man, it's so good. I hadn't seen anyone talk about this movie for a very long time, and then
Yeah.
while I was watching it, I was on Reddit, and just out of nowhere, someone mentioned it, and they said, "Wreck is the best Resident Evil movie we've ever had."
Oh my God.
'Cause
Yes!
you got the government outside covering it up.
Yep.
You've got outbreaks, zombies, like small scale hallways and stairwells and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a Resident Evil movie.
It is 100%
Yeah.
good Resident Evil.
And then at
movie.
the end, you have the full blown mutated, whatever, like it's so beyond a zombie. It's possessed. It's
Yeah.
whatever the thing at the end is.
Yeah.
Which is still so fucking scary to me. Like,
without a doubt.
any sort of like when you're lying in bed and like you see a doorway and you see a figure, that's kind of what you see, the thing
Pretty
at the end of
much.
this, and they shoot it so effectively.
Yeah.
Like, of course, it's found footage, so it's like shaking around a lot, but the shots you do get of it in the night vision,
It's very effective.
even watching it last night, like in the safety of my 28 years old age, I was still like, oh god, that's fucking hard to watch.
Yeah. It's
But yeah, it's Resident Evil.
It's Resident Evil. It's a very cohesive plot. It's very easy to follow. It doesn't convolute itself with a lot of bullshit.
No.
It's just like
God, no.
Obviously there's some sort of viral outbreak. Of course, the thing's quarantined, but the way that the outside governing body are protecting the situation is very sus.
Yeah.
So you go,
Not
okay,
telling them anything on the inside. Yeah.
obviously it's government-related stuff here, but they don't get into it.
No.
They just go, yeah, you're kind of fucked in there, hey.
Pretty much. And they're just like, listen to the police, like, that are in there with you, and they don't really know much at all.
Yeah, he's kind of like,
And then
dunno,
when they do find out what is happening, they keep it from the crowd. They don't tell anyone.
yeah.
And it's like there's sus behind closed doors stuff, and like,
Yeah.
man, like politics still going on inside. Like, it's pretty realistic. It's
pretty realistic,
That
man.
would probably happen.
He gets it done. But yeah, I mean, practicality in this movie is amazing. Makeup itself.
Yeah. Get a weird skinny contortionist.
It's a weird skinny contortionist. You get a creepy child, and it's very easy to
Creepy
make.
child. Yep.
Children are creepy to begin with, anyway.
The child's screams are harrowing.
all the screams.
Yeah.
All the screams are great, and it's hard to tell because it's like I don't know if they're using the Spanish scream
Yeah.
or if it's still the same two white people screaming at each other.
They
as well.
overdubbed the screams with an American accent.
Hey, it wouldn't surprise me the way they fucking did it.
But yeah, there's little reveals drip fed like in the chaos. You know, one of the kid mentioned she has a dog and it
Yep.
got sick, and then the overprotective mother's like, no, it's just tonsillitis. The kid has tonsillitis.
Yeah.
And then gets her face bitten off by her own child.
Yep.
And but when they cotton on that it's a zombie outbreak, they chain her up because she's been bitten, and all that does is she's just bait for the other zombies, and that's really harrowing. Like, it's really dark stuff, really dark stuff, and just like scary, genuinely scary. If you're in this situation, I would just fucking jump off the top step.
Yeah, 100%. Go
As
straight
quick as I could.
all the way to the top, and then bang straight down.
Gone, done.
Yeah,
I'm
done
not a
head first.
survivor at all.
Nah, wouldn't want to be.
And then there's a twist at the end. I don't remember whose basement it is, but it's someone's basement.
Yeah,
They were studying.
I can't remember who the fuck
yeah.
it was, but yeah,
They were studying possession and demons
demonic
and
possession,
how to conjure demons.
showing some woman who had been possessed.
So he it turns out he had kidnapped a woman who had been possessed and exorcised, probably. And yeah, that's the creature you see at the end. One of the cheapest jump scares in history when he sticks his camera up in the attic. If you've seen any movie ever,
You know
what's going to happen. It was in the
100%.
Grudge. It's in fucking everything.
Everything.
But yeah, there's a lot of like cheap gags like that, like using the video camera.
Gotta be.
And just like, the using an old news. I don't know what to even call it. I want to say video camera. It's probably not video, whatever. But like an old news, big bulky camera. Like he's constantly getting in the way and running into shit, and you hear him bumping along the walls.
Yeah.
And then when he uses the flash, like, it just makes the zombies look so much more gross.
Yeah.
And everyone looks more sweaty and just like...
Very sweaty.
I think,
Very sweaty.
I think the found footage gimmick in this works.
Yep.
I think
100%.
this Blair Witch Project, the first one, because that's just like teenagers trying to make a documentary, one of my favorite movies ever. And then the first Paranormal Activity is security cameras in a home. They're kind of the three you could get away with, but you can't anymore because it's all done.
Yeah, because, back in that time, it was a massive crack at a lot of them.
All at once, too. It was fucking all at once. They all came out.
Yeah.
Like Blair Witch Project, obviously not. That was
Yeah.
20 years before.
Like, sort of opened the gateway.
But after the
if
first
anything.
Paranormal Activity, they were like,
Yeah,
fucking,
that was
we are cashing in on this.
Any place that had a sort of tunnel system, better believe there was a movie there.
Yep.
There was As Above, So Below, which was based on the Paris Catacombs.
Yeah.
There was also, I think it's just called The Tunnel, which is based on the Sydney Central Station underground tunnels.
Okay.
Wasn't that bad. Wasn't
right.
that bad of a movie. But same sort of thing. This was found footage. These people going down there to report on the homeless that were disappearing in the underground tunnels.
Yeah.
Very interesting, that one as well. But obviously this movie sort of came out to a big cult following, and it made its money.
Yeah, fucking right.
2 million to 40 million.
Yeah.
For that company, they'd be fucking rolling around in it for fucking years.
Yeah, and this spawned a lot of sequels.
Spawned 4 in total into the franchise.
The second one stayed found footage, and then the last two were just like Resident Evil.
Yeah, read along into it. So the second one acts as a proper sequel to the apartment building and that as well. The third one is happening past, present, and future, which is showcasing the government body responsible for there is a sort of like virusing that the government knows about.
Yeah.
and then the fourth one is the sequel to the second one, and
Okay,
it's
right.
fucking whack. It basically it drops off. It just goes
Of
like
course.
it's one of those ones where the first one comes down and is really good, and then they just pass that buck
Yeah.
onto whoever wants it, and then the originals go, hey, you can just take it, mate.
Yeah,
You're right.
because there's so much lightning in a bottle here. Just like the claustrophobia of it and the panic and the chaos. Like, you can only do that once, really.
Yeah.
You can only do this movie once. I
Did you ever watch the American remake?
Quarantine?
Quarantine
I did
with
not.
Jennifer
I
Carpenter.
heard it's fucking awful.
From what I can remember, I think it might have been. I don't think I minded it too much because I didn't really know that it was a remake of Wreck because I knew nothing about movies back then.
Yeah.
Because it came out the year after Wreck.
Yeah,
very
they
quick.
did it quick.
Very quick with Jennifer Carpenter. Similar plot and everything, same sort of scenario. And then they got their own sequel as well, which was Quarantine 2 Terminal,
Okay.
which
The airport?
which was an
There we
airport.
go.
It's in the name. Which was that one? Was that, from what I can remember, wasn't that bad. And again, it was 10 years ago, so
Who knows?
who fucking knows? Wouldn't mind revisiting it, but yeah, you know, for a little Spanish found footage horror film to generate, you know, enough sequels and then American remakes,
Yeah.
I think you're doing all right for yourself.
And like, I would love to say this is responsible for the found footage boom. It's not. Like, Paranormal Activity was the daddy. That was,
Yeah.
very early Blumhouse, make a movie for $3.
Yeah, and you look how many Paranormal Activities.
I don't even know.
spun from
Yeah.
there.
They've already rebooted it, right?
I'm pretty sure
The latest one is a reboot.
Next of Kin, which is it's a reboot in the same universe of very bad, from what I've heard and seen reviews of. Very, very bad.
Yeah, there's a reason it's not on the whiteboard.
Yeah, straight on out to Paramount Plus on that one there.
Yeah. But from this, we had a superhero movie found footage in Chronicle, which is extremely good.
Yes, we did.
Josh Trank, early Michael B. Jordan movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking fantastic, that movie. And then came the wave of on-screen, like, Skype movies.
Yeah,
So we had the Unfriended trilogy, something.
I think they made a third.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
And we had Searching with John Cho, which is apparently is very good, but I can't imagine watching a movie that's set on a Skype screen.
Yeah, it's very, very
I
hard
don't want
take
to
in
do
on
that.
one
Like,
there.
even this, like, as much as I appreciate it, I was like, I'm getting motion sick from this being found footage. Like,
Yeah, well,
the way it's shot, because you can't talk about direction or anything.
yeah, because like in that boom as well, like it was basically, it was more or less the horror universe going, oh shit, we have a whole new avenue
Yeah.
that we can create our horror movies from.
Yeah, because what were they doing before? Remaking movies.
Exactly, and just trying to make up their own fucking like demons and monsters.
Yeah.
And now they went, holy shit, like we can do like a really good scary movie, pay off cheap jump scares,
Yeah.
and don't have to show anything because it's found footage.
Yeah, and you can make it cheap because you just shake the camera around
Yeah,
a lot.
and
you
they
don't
still
have
go
to-
because after the paranormals and that, you got like Grave Encounters. Really like that movie. That was a fucking scary movie.
Never even heard of it.
You've got The Gallows. You've got like As Above, So Below, like we were talking about before. You have a plethora of just everything just being like, fuck cameras. It's just home footage. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And of course, we've been championing it all year, VHS. Like
Yeah.
the first VHS movie, that's all found footage.
Exactly right.
Like even the in-between movies are found footage. And, you know, they're, again, just done on the cheap, small, short. That's where this gimmick works best. I know gimmick sounds negative. I don't think it's negative. I think this is a really fucking cool, innovative idea.
Yeah,
I just think
100%.
it's done. I don't think...
Yeah,
we
because
do-
there's only so much you can do. with
Exactly
it.
right. But yeah, like keep it short, keep it cheap, keep
Mm.
it fun, like the VHS movies like this. And yeah, the found footage thing works for me
Yeah.
personally. Just as
Yeah, it definitely
before it got saturated.
works. It worked.
Of course, of course, everyone likes traditional movies more. Like nobody's going to be like found footage is my favorite type of movie.
Yeah, well, because you say that, and it's basically saying, well, horror is my favorite film.
Yeah,
Because realistically,
Exactly.
it's, found footage is 98% horror based.
Yeah.
You can't make like a comedy movie based. Found footage, Cloverfield,
Yeah, there you go. That's
prime example.
we forget that.
Holy shit,
Speaking
that
of-
was
yeah.
all fucking on the camera.
Yep.
Jeez, what a fucking movie Cloverfield was.
Yeah, and look what that spawned now. They dropped the found footage thing, but
Yeah, well, they kind of went pretty whack in their timeline.
Yeah.
It's not saying it had the perfect run. We're still waiting on the perfect Cloverfield
other movies
sequel.
that aren't Cloverfield movies that are called Cloverfield movies.
Yeah.
For the sake of it.
God Particle.
Yeah, that all started with
Paradox.
a guy and a camera. He had Steven Spielberg. He did Super 8, which
yeah.
I believe was an alien movie.
I have no idea. I know the name.
I've
Don't know anything else about it.
I started watching it, and Steven Spielberg did the Steven Spielberg thing, and I was just like, "Oh, this looks really long and
Yeah.
way too sweet and nice."
Yep.
Yeah, just
Good
say
old
fuck
Spiely.
once. Steven Spielberg, say the word fuck. I
Do
want to
it.
hear him say the word fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, the movie Wreck. Yeah, like it's such a small movie that we had to talk more about the genre than the movie.
Yeah. Well,
The movie is fantastic. I love
movie's
it.
an hour and 10 minutes. It's a great movie.
It's a Resident Evil
It was
movie.
great to jump into that style of film, and you know, it still holds up today. No?
It's a cool little time capsule, I think.
Yeah.
Because it is the most 2007 movie in the
Oh,
fucking
without a
world. Holy
doubt.
shit.
Very much.
But yeah, it's great.
But if you can, try and find the actual Spanish version
Yeah,
and just
please.
put subtitles on.
God, the American dub.
As soon as
Watch it twice. Watch it originally, and then watch it with the American dub because it is very funny.
It is hilarious.
Like when the sassy effeminate bloke comes in and they don't know what to do with him, so they're just like, I just do the same voice as the camera bed. It's like, so you got this
They won't
really
notice.
really effeminate, like, you know, flamboyant guy on screen, but it's just like the guy just doing his normal voice. It's
Yep.
very very jarring. The American
It
dub is
does.
so bad.
Yeah. Love it.
But anyway, that's the movie Wreck. It's where did you watch it? Can you not legally say?
We watched it on the PO box.
Ah, yes, the DVD letterbox
You
where we get
message us, we can tell you what that PO box is.
Yeah. You
Otherwise, it is available on Amazon Prime with a Shudder add-on subscription.
right. Yeah. Cool.
If you want to pay for that.
That's the movie Wreck. It's very good. Next week, Pirates of the Caribbean one.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's really cool. I'm excited to revisit that.
You know what's
first
funny?
one.
I just watched it again the other night.
Oh, really?
Well, I watched it in bed, so I only watched about the first 20
Yeah,
minutes.
right.
But because I saw them all come up on Disney, I was just like, fuck, I love the Pirates movies.
I've only seen the first one, and I haven't seen it since 2003 when I
Wait,
saw
so
it
you've
in
never seen
cinemas.
Dead Man's Chest?
I've only seen the first one.
Bro. Honestly, you just need to rewatch the first and then watch Dead Man's Chest, and that's all you need to watch in the Pirates.
Right, I will do.
franchise.
I'll do that before next week's episode.
Oh my god, Dead Man's Chest.
Should you want to listen to next week's episode, where would one go?
Mate, believe it or not, you don't have to go anywhere else but right where you are now. If you're listening to us on an audio platform, guess what? Scroll down. There's your other episode. There's your main episode. And guess what? If you like it or follow it, anything, when the next one goes up, you get fucking notified.
Main shows are Meteor. We do news. We do questions. It's a lot more.
Yeah,
It's a lot more loose.
It's a bigger one. It's a brand new movie, a cinematic or
Jovial, more
streaming.
jokes, but there is a solid review plonked in the middle of it.
Yeah, we kept that nice and chunky in there. If it's
Yeah.
a decent movie, that's usually spoiler free and then spoiled.
Yep.
So we give you the best of both worlds if you want to watch and not get it spoiled.
Correct. But if you are watching, and you should be, because it's the only place it's available on YouTube,
Yeah.
please subscribe, please like, go to the link tree in the description below. We are anywhere that's on the internet, we're there.
We're there.
We are there. Where do you get merch?
Redbubble.
Redbubble.
The link is down below for that one as well.
Yep. I put up a little. I broke up with Spider-Man 3 finally.
Yes.
Very, very publicly.
Yes.
There
I
is-
still need to watch it because I didn't watch it all. All I saw was I put it on and just to see, I just wanted to watch just Toby's face in the background. He set it up so well to have that scene on.
I figured, we joke about Spider-Man 3 so much, I thought I should very publicly in half an hour break up with it. So that's there on the channel too if you want to watch it. There's no editing or anything on that because I don't know how.
Yeah.
Until
Either way.
Sunday, which is when the audio for the main show comes out, or until Tuesday, which is when the video for the main show comes out,
Generally.
or next Thursday if you're just an extra boy or girl or non-binary or whatever you identify as.
You're a thing.
We're here. We're going to be here. My name will be Jack, and I'll be one half of You Like That Extra.
And my name will be Adam. Forever. The other half of You Like That Extra.
Do I say the silly bye on the extra? I don't remember. I think I only do that on the main show.
We'll see you all next week.
Boy! Fuck. That hurt my throat.